searching for hours, Sheriff. The dogs need a break. You think we missed something?
I say we double back Sweet Collet Creek and then call it a night.
How could you miss a dead body?
Because it wasn't there. No footprints, no blood, no sign of a struggle, nothing. Nada. My search party looked all night.
Well, your search party must still out there seeing eye dogs at home. I saw that monster kill Rowan right in front of me.
Did you get a good look at this monster thing?
It didn't stick around for a chat.
Maybe it was one of your classmates.
Sheriff, I find that question offensive.
Well, I don't care, because I got 3 other dead bodies in the morgue. Hikers just ripped apart in the woods.
The mayor said those were bear attacks.
No, man, I disagree.
So you automatically assume that a Nevermore student is the murderer, even though there's no evidence that crime was even committed.
I'm sorry. I forgot. You want to teach the good outcasts here, right?
My guess is Rowan ran away. State troopers have put out an alert, and I've contacted his family, but they haven't heard from him either.
Dead people are notoriously bad at returning calls.
What were you doing out in the woods with him, Miss Adams?
I heard a noise in the forest and I went to go investigate. That's when I stumbled upon the attack.
Then what happened?
Then I ran into Bianca Barclay and I told her to go for help. Next thing I remember, I was awaking in my dorm.
And just to be clear, this monster wasn't a bear or some other wild animal?
I've hibernated with grizzlies. I know the difference.
Thank you, Sheriff. I think Miss Adams is done now.
Actually, I would like to speak to Sheriff Calvin. Alone.
I'm not sure I can allow that.
Well, I'm sure I could take it down to the station and get a formal statement. Now let's go.
Fine. You have 5 minutes, and everything is off the record. Play nice. Or I will call the mayor.
Someone is trying to cover up Rowan's murder. That's the only reason to scrub the crime scene.
Is that your professional opinion as the daughter of a murderer?
My father is twice the man you are, and the only thing he murders is the occasional opera in the shower.
Adams, it's been a long night and I'm tired of your games.
I'm not playing games. I'm telling the truth. You want to reject my claims, but you can't.
Why is that?
Because you and I both know that there's a monster out there. And Rowan is his latest victim.
Sheriff, what? You're gonna want to see this.
Edgar Allan Poe said, "Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see." Clearly, Nevermore's most famous alumni picked that up here. No wonder he became a drug-addled madman. Help me understand why you would claim you witnessed a murder. Was it to gain attention? Why should I bother telling you anything? You've already decided I'm lying. I know what I saw.
Your life's had a lot of upheaval recently. It's okay to be confused about things.
Don't try and run me into one of your psychological traps.
No one is trying to trap you. I'm here to help you process your emotions.
Emotions are a gateway trait. They lead to feelings, which trigger tears. I don't do tears.
Tell me how you're adjusting to school.
Sartre said hell is other people. He was my first crush.
Wednesday, part of the reason your parents sent you to Nevermore is so that you could find your people, become part of a larger community.
I like being an island. I were fortified once surrounded by sharks.
Have you considered your antisocial tendencies might be motivated by fear of rejection?
If you were to reject me right now, I would not be upset.
You can't get rid of me that easily. And look, you made it through an entire session without trying to escape. I'll take that as a win.
You decided to stick around Jericho. But you see Dr. Kimbot too?
You should know I'm legally required to be here.
Me too. Court order.
Look at us, a couple of teenage terrorists.
Hey, you know, when you ran off last night at the Harvest Festival, I wasn't sure what happened when I heard. Kind of crazy.
Everyone, including your father, believes I made it all up.
Yeah,
you decided to stay. I bet you wanted your single room back. Full disclosure, I don't like living solo, and being is a killer neck massage. It's a win-win. So, why did you change of heart? I refuse to play the role of a pawn in someone else's corrupt game. You mean Rowan? I witnessed his murder, Enid. It's just... We all saw him this morning. Very much like... not dead. I know. Which leads me to believe I've been losing my mind. It's not nearly as fun as I had anticipated. You're never more gossip queen. What's Rowan's story? Other than being a weird loner... No offense. Mentation. Xavier Thorpe's roommate. You know, if you had a cell phone, you could just text him and ask him. Yoko, come on. Play those whiskers. The poke up troops for no one. What is the poke up anyway? And my entire reason for living right now. Hard canoe race, hard foot chase, no rules. Each storm has to pick an Edgar Allan Poe short story for inspiration. You could grab a brush. Miss Lordhouse just ordered pizza. Want to take a stab at being social? I do like stabbing. The social part, not so much. Besides, it'll cut into my writing time. No worries. Just as long as you're lakeside cheering us to victory on race day. Or you can just glare comfortably. Whatever works for you. I've always hated the expression, write what you know. It's a hall pass for the imagination impaired. But when your life becomes a twisted mystery, maybe it's time to lean into it. I need to speak with Rowan. I can't find him.
It won't be possible, I'm afraid. He's been expelled.
For what?
Never you mind. He'll be on the first train out this afternoon. What were you doing out in the woods with him in the first place?
I told you already. I heard a noise and I went to investigate.
That excuse might have placated the sheriff, but you can't fool me. You had a psychic vision, didn't you? I realized you might be having them when we passed by the accident and you knew that poor farmer had broken his neck. Your mother started having visions around your age. They were notoriously unreliable and dangerous. I remember at first, she thought she might be losing her mind. Have you spoken to her about them? Clearly the person withholding information here is you.
May I go now?
Not until you've picked your extracurricular activity. We want our students to be well-rounded.
I prefer to remain sharp-edged.
I took the liberty of putting together a list of clubs that have openings.
How thoughtful.
You need to have picked one by the end of the day. I'll be keeping my eye on you. No doubt you'll find something that tickles your fancy.
The last person who tickled me lost a finger. Williams is clearly trying to keep tabs on me. Keep an eye on Roman. Don't let your fingers out of his sight.
Well, you said you'd be stopping by. But to be honest, after your performance at the Harvest Festival, the drama club might be more your speed.
After I passed out, who did you tell? The sheriff?
You think I trust normie cops? I went straight to Weems and let her handle it. Anyway, let's get this audition over with. What are you? Alto, soprano, or just loco? What was that?
A note only dogs can hear.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might wanna sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy.
You actually showed up. Ever shot a bow and arrow before?
My credits.
Okay. Square stance. Low the air like this. Yellow side out. 3 fingers. Hold that. Let it fly. Any questions?
When's the last time you saw your roommate, Brian?
Oh, you mean the one who was killed by a monster? The Harvest Festival. I haven't talked to him since. His side of the room was all packed up this morning. Jerome's always been a little off, but the last couple weeks he's been more erratic. You know, telekinesis can mess with your head, you know, he's starting to freak me out. So what's the deal with you and Tyler? Oh, I'm sorry, were you the only one who got to ask non-archery questions here?
There is no deal. He's doing me a favor driving me out of town.
Yeah, word of advice, steer clear.
Why? This isn't the money?
Because Tyler and his friends are a bunch of jerks. They can't stand the fact that this school is the only thing propping up their podunk town.
Says the boy whose life was served to him on a silver platter.
Hey, you know, girls in glass houses.
Should throw bigger stones. At least I'm not an elitist snob.
Interested in the ancient art of beekeeping? Eugene Allinger, founder and president of the Nevermore Hummers.
Wednesday Adams. Am I late or is it only you?
The hive life isn't for everyone. Most kids are afraid of venomous insects. Are you willing to feel the sting? Wait for 150 million years. They're nature's perfect community.